So we're just over Independence Pass, and we're at the beginning of the Independence Ghost Town, which is right up here around the corner. And here's some parts of a mine. And there's some more up here. And I want to point out there was some kind of a structure there, but it's all collapsed. Now let's move on up to the main part of the ghost town.
Legend has it that prospectors discovered the Independence lode on July the 4th, 1879, giving the town its name. Shortly after, a tent city sprang up. In the summer of 1880, there were 300 people camping here. It's difficult to imagine a town in such a raw, hostile place with storms, lightning, blizzards, hurricane-force winds. They all came about to make life hard. Initially, Independence proved to be worth the effort. The mill processed $100,000 worth of gold the first year, making it easy to entice investors from the east with the dream of making it rich. By 1882, Independence had 40 businesses and an ever-growing population that worked for the company or served the traffic between Leadville and Aspen. But the boom was over as quickly as it occurred because the lode proved to be only shallow veins that were exhausted in just a few years.
And this is the Connors boarding house. The structure ran from all the way back here to up here. And it was a boarding house, so probably was a couple stories tall. A little picnic table on the way down. Parking lot. There's a hole here. Looks like there might have been a structure there. It's gone.
Over $190,000 worth of gold was produced between 1981 and 82, and much smaller amounts were produced in later years.
Ted Ackerman's Hotel. This is Theo Ackerman's establishment, formerly known as the Independence Hotel. In the early 1880s, it had first-class accommodations. So it had premium rates and offered accommodations superior to other boarding houses because it served meals and libations. Oh, libations. And it drew travelers expected to pay high rates for stays of short durations. It had some dorm-like accommodations for people who stayed for longer periods who couldn't afford the premium rooms. This is still part, this might be all part of the hotel. If so, it was actually pretty good size. And there used to be a boardwalk that would run between some of these places. Those are long gone too, rotted out. See what this is. The general store. And this part's kind of...
During its life, Independence was known by many names: Farwell, Chippewa City, Sparkill, Mammoth Mountain, and even Mount Hope. The debate over the name raged in the early 1880s and became moot when the mill became closed. Prospectors searched in vain for the next decades for another lode. Although new prospects arose, no big strike was ever found. They picked up and moved to Green Mountain and Lincoln Creek down to its sister city, Aspen, which was quickly becoming the great hope of the valley. By 1988, less than 100 people remained. You can see inside of here at all. Peek through the cracks, maybe. Let's look at the backside. I like looking at backsides. That's got a window or a door. It's got a window and a door. And like a hayloft. Stuff down there, but it says the trail goes this way, so we're gonna go this way. And this thing up here, to me, just looks, it doesn't say, but it just looks like a miner's cabin. It's just a one-room dug out into the hill cabin. That's what most miners, that's how they live. Just they build a one-room cabin. You dig into the hill so you don't have to have so much wood, and it helps cool and heat your cabin. Oh. This elevation, we're like at 14,000 feet elevation. I'm from sea level. My home is at sea level. My home is like 100 feet above sea level. So you're gonna have to listen to me. Wheeze and breathe. We breathe. Wheeze. Could be the weed too. We are in Colorado. Trail goes to the left. Again, this is just a miner's cabin. They've added these up and rights, these up and downs. They've added so that the thing don't fall completely apart. They've added some new wood around the windows. It looks to me like that they tried to do true to form. Got a door, this one's got a door, you can actually go inside. And they have replaced, I know, some of the lower logs that were rotting because they're touching the ground. They're trying to put the town into a state of arrested decay. They're not going to restore it, but just trying to keep it the way it is. This is a nice ghost town. I've seen a lot of nice ones, and this is one of the nice ones. Well, I like it. So, it says here that this was a cabin. It's like Rosetta Noble. He was a teacher. And he was like King Kong. He was a real mountain man. He didn't take no crap. He came into town, people thought he was a bear when he walked into town. And this might be his schoolhouse. Private ghost cabin. Oh, this is a miner's cabin. Maybe this is where he lived, but he was a school teacher. I don't know. I see a chipmunk up here.
Some things people find, they lay them on the bench. Just walk up here just a little bit. Still got the outhouse. I think I'd put my outhouse downhill from my cabin. I don't know, it just seems to me. Danger. Yeah, danger, you're downhill from the outhouse. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, there's a window, maybe I can look in. See what we got. The outhouse is locked. How's a person supposed to go around here? Peeping through the cracks. Hello, anybody in here? Oh shit. Oh no. Now they get that all blocked off. Ain't got no windows nowhere. Be nice to have a window that even if they covered it up with some screens that you look in. See, they put new roofs. It's not the original roof. Most of these old cabins, if you just put a new roof on them, they'll stand for many, many, many more years. No cracks around that door. Wait, it's not even locked. But it won't budge. It's locked from the inside. But I might be able to see inside a little bit. Yeah, you can't move it, see inside. I don't know. There might be a bench in there. A couple of structures here completely gone. Here's one half standing. It just said artificial or archaeological diggings said this was probably used for commercial use and it was used for some kind of food storage. So it may have been a store. And it looks like they had like a cellar, maybe to keep stuff cold. There's more of the town up there. We're gonna come back to that. Right up there is where that teacher's was. And this looks like maybe a small miner's cabin. I think some of these things, they're not sure, absolutely sure what they were used for. And some of them they're just guessing. And then some of them, what they dig up, they kind of figure out what it was. And it's talking about having the water here because they needed water for the mining. And they would build dams and wells and springs and whatever. Anyway, they needed water constantly to run the mining operations. And I think those down there I filmed from above. I'm gonna save myself the walk. Okay, we're back where we was. There's some dugout here, probably some structures that are gone. Most of the structures are completely gone. It's like a water trough. The sign doesn't say, it just says it's an archaeological site, don't touch stuff. It's small, like a miner's cabin. So maybe was a miner's cabin. He had a horse. A nice shot of the stream there. Sun glistening off the water. See if they got anything saying what this is. Yeah, there's the sign. Miner's cabin. So, it's a nice size for a miner. Nice size cabin. Some of them are pretty small. This is a miner's cabin too.
Oh shit, zombies. I hate zombies. Let's go around the other side.
Breaking news.
Jesus, what the hell was that? The end finally came in the winter of 1899, which saw the worst storm in Colorado's recorded history. Supply routes were cut off, food was running out. The residents used long planks of wood to make 75 pairs of skis, escaping en masse to Aspen. They made light of their adventure by making it a race from the Hunters Ski Pass Club. The entry fee was 1 ham sandwich. Except for ghosts of past miners still looking for gold, only visitors now walk through this mining town.
Picnic table. Back up the hill. And there's some kind of structure with just a base. Half a cabin. Probably a miner's cabin. And here's talking about Tent City. So everything outside the official town plat became a tent city out this way. People living in tents. And I don't know if there's anything else on down this way or not. The trail's looking kind of thin. Like it don't get as much traffic. I'll walk down here. Looks like there was a structure here. An old road there, it looks like. I think that's about it. There's looking a little bit of cement. Might be a hole here that they've covered up a mine, maybe. So they probably dug all this. That creek has meandered. That creek has meandered over millions of years and left gold all through all of that. That's what they were digging, finding, panning for, using the water in the creek to pan. I was just looking out the town. It's down here, and you can see the water glistening coming off the mountain from the snowpack. Probably gold is working its way down that stream right there to the bottom.